We lost a very good defender. Because when I arrived, I was surprised of him, because the referee always tried to whistle, always tried to spend maybe 10 minutes to show this kind of respect, but not for him, with everyone was injured. Always I was afraid, of him, for injury, for things, but World Cup, you go to face to the best players in the world. No, but I can answer every question, don't worry.
Hello, Mr. Fabio Cannavaro, special guest of the Central Sector and head coach of the Uzbekistan national team. Thank you very much for agreeing to this interview. A lot has already been said about the reasons why the Uzbekistan national team chose you, Fabio Cannavaro, as head coach, your international experience, the Italian football system, and so on. But I'd like to ask about your personal motivations. When you received the offer, what factors did you weigh up before arriving? What kind of picture did you have of Uzbek football? In short, why did you agree?
Hello everyone, thank you for this interview. The reason was easy because first of all was the qualification for the World Cup, and I think it is enough for every coach to accept this kind of job. Second one is because I saw how this federation working with the youth teams. I spoke with Michel Salgado, he's a coach of Arabia Saudita. Coach, he faced the under 17. I spoke with some friend working with the youth players, and everyone was, spoke with me about this development for the players. And I started to watch the players, I started to watch the things, and to be honest, I was surprised. And I think this was the second reason.
In discussions with colleagues, we often hear the opinion that this is also a huge opportunity for Cannavaro himself. If he achieves success with Uzbekistan at major tournaments, for example, the World Cup, it could open a completely new chapter in his coaching career, so his motivation must be extremely high. How would you respond to that?
No, to be honest, I know my names. I know in the modern football, my name is important names. But also for me is a good challenger. But to be honest, the idea was to have the opportunity to go in one national team where you can try to fighting for something. Of course, the World Cup will be difficult because we go to face against very tough teams. But to be honest, I'm more confident to fighting for the Asian Cup.
Mr. Uzbek football is currently going through a unique period. Whether it's the possibility of qualifying for the World Cup for the first time in history, or having several players performing at a top 5 league level, we've never seen this before. But we are only at the beginning, and now these achievements need to become systematic and sustainable. Having worked in Uzbekistan for some time now, do you think we have the potential to build such a system? We want these successes to be long-term.
I think, yes, I think we have this opportunity. First, because we spoke with our president, and he said about this kind of investment can help a lot for the future of football in Uzbekistan. And also, of course, we need to carry on to working with the players. We need to try to change a little bit the mentality of the players, because, of course, in Europe, the football is different. Always I say the intensity of the training, the intensity of the game, the players must understand that how is important to eat properly, how is important sleeping properly. This is take time. I know take time, but I'm sure that the day the local players started to understand these kind of things, and we need to help them to understand that, the football in Uzbekistan will change more and very, very fast.
Let's talk about your experience working here. Earlier, I asked about your expectations before taking the job, and now you can compare those expectations with reality. What kind of picture emerges from that comparison?
No, the pressure is really good because since we arrived, we try to introduce 3-4 things every stage. And to be honest, the players were so happy to try to discover these kind of things. I don't know if it's enough because to improve one team need a time, need and we don't have too much time to spend together. But every time they are in the camp, we try to give to them some good suggestion. The expectation, during World Cup in our stage will be really tough. I need to be always honest with my players. We need to be ready for everything, but also I need to explain them that will be not easy. We go to face the two first 20 teams in the world, Colombia and Portugal. We go to face Congo that most of them they play in Liga 1 and Premier League, so it will be tough. But football is amazing because we need to play the games. And after these 3 games, we will see where we'll be.
You have mentioned several times in press conferences that the tempo of Super League matches is low. Could we discuss that in more detail? In what ways does this show itself, and what do you think determines the tempo in the Uzbek Super League?
The problem of the effective time of our leagues is not enough to have a good intensity, because the referee always try to fizzle, always try to spend maybe 10 minutes, and this is not good for intensity of the games. Around 65, 70 minutes, most of the players they have the cramps. So this is something that I watching many games. I watching many, and happen in many games. And when they come in the national team, they are surprised that maybe we spend more time during one training, and we reduce the between one exercise and another exercise, we reduce the time 45 seconds. After we need to start another one. After we need to start another one, and maybe we spend 1.5 hours or 2 hours in the pitch, and maybe before in the local teams they spend 45 minutes. And I see the difference because when we try to improve or increase our intensive of the training, they cannot do that. During these 3 weeks, I saw someone suffer in a very good way. Someone want to vomit, someone feel, very tired. Why? Because during the training in this league, they don't training enough.
Of course, we can't avoid talking about the squad. There have been injuries, including some major losses. Which absence has worried you the most?
We lost a very good defender. When I arrived, I was a surprise of him. When I arrived, I was very impressive of him because, of course, everyone knows Husanov. Everyone knows Masharipov. Everyone. No, but I mean, in the fence, I mean, everyone in the world looked. But I was a surprise of him, and we lost very important players. And I feel sorry for him because I heard that in the Asian Cup also he had this kind of injury, and it's shame. But I try my best with my physio, with my doctors now to try to bring him also to America with us, because I want he working with my staff, and we try to bring him for the Asian Cup.
We're interested in your thoughts on Husanov's progress in the Premier League. You also played as a central defender. Half jokingly, half seriously, we say that if Abdulkadir learns enough secrets from Fabio, maybe one day he could even win the Ballon d'Or. What do you think?
Yeah, we hope. We hope. But to be honest, he has a potential. He has a big potential. And if you play in Manchester City with Pep Guardiola, it means that it's true. Of course, he's young. Of course, I every time I try to speak with him, I try to help him because I saw many videos, and sometimes he do the foul, stupid foul. Sometimes he gets stupid yellow and red card also with us, just because he want to resolve the situation with the power and not the read the situation, where he go, where which kind of part of the pitch is the opponent. Because for me, if he go on the bench, why I need to go tough? Why I need to do foul? I stay there behind him. I know, I try to do the foul. In the meantime, when he move the ball, I go to catch the ball. This is need to learn. When maybe it's different when they are in the box. So in the box, you need to try everything to try to get to the ball. And there, so you need to understand where you need to use this power. But the day we'll try to understand where he need to use this power, he will growing more and more and more. But he's young, so it's normal.
Elder became the top scorer in Turkey. One interesting aspect about him is that he has always played, with different roles and responsibilities for his club and the national team. What can you say about his current form?
I saw many games of Eldor, and this year was, he can play in any position and he can score many goals. Because when you start in this season like that, is really good. Always I was afraid, of him, for injury, for things, but he did very nice season, and we hope he carry on with us. Since I arrived here, I didn't want to change too much because I know I saw the Katane job, I saw Timur job, and for me was to arrive here, try to not change nothing, and this is what I think was the very important things because we saw very good games against Egypt, against Iran, because I followed the previous jobs. But of course, even if you look in the list, I try to bring some players that I know I can for some reason maybe I can move the system, maybe I can change something during the game. Of course, 3-4-3 will be our system, but during the games I like to change. Maybe we can put one defenders in midfielder. We can put two wingers inside. So this is the reason when I try when I did the list is because I want also move something, not to be always the same system, because after in the modern football you cannot start in one games on the same system and finish on the same system.
Let's talk about your coaching staff. Based on what principles and requirements did you build your team?
Now my assistants, with a different view of football, of course, because I like everyone has different view. When I speak with them, they need to give me the opinion, and they need also have a confrontation. We working every day together, and of course we have three on the pitch, one assistant, one analyst. We have a physios, we have a goalkeeper coach. I think it's really important for one staff, to have the very important rules and different opinion. But of course, I am the coach. I need to get all this information, and after I do my best. But I am happy because since we started with the federation, because the idea was to starting, with only three person. But I told them, if I need someone, please, can is possible. My contract was open. I can bring more staff. Someone came from the federation, someone came from my salary, but the relationship with the federation is amazing. Everything is clean, and we try to get to learn to try to show this experience for my staff also to Uzbekistan people. And in the future, I hope we can have more chance to do more meetings with the local coaches, physios, fitness coaches, because we want to share our philosophy.
Recently, there was an official farewell ceremony for the national team, attended by the president as well. You also had a conversation with our president. How did that conversation go?
It was really good because he knows very well football, and he has very clear ideas about football. I told him that I come from Napoli, I come from Italy, and long time ago, Italy culture was, to play on the street, to play on the pitches in the village, to play in the church, because it was normal like that. And the idea he has is perfect to try to improve, to try to make the Uzbekistan football growing very fast. I was agree. I told him, and he was happy that I understood these things. And of course, the good things he told me that our players, we go to the World Cup, and they don't need to feel pressure. They don't need to be afraid, because only if you are not afraid, you can performance well. And is what I told them. We need to be enjoy. World Cup will be a big party, a big event, and we will be enjoy just if we show the world what we can do.
That day, the squad was divided into two teams and everyone got playing time. Even injured players returned. Could you speak about the quick recovery of Masharipov and the others?
So it means that our hospital working. Now, with the respect for everyone working, I told him, I try to do my best to bring you to the World Cup, but in the meantime, it will be really tough for you. I don't know, and if you will be ready, but until the last day, I try my best to bring you to the World Cup. Mr. Lippi did the same with Francesco Totti, and I felt the same. Why? Because Masharipov is many years with this national team, means a lot for these national teams, and I think was normal for me to show this kind of respect with, but not for him, with everyone was injury, because we now we have everyone, they play 20 minutes because Bea, we have many guys play last game, but it's not enough. Now we have a week more where we can work in more, and we will see if it's possible, to try to take until the last second this opportunity. It's not easy. I ask the patience to everyone. I know maybe someone during the league's performance better, or maybe better performance with the more efficiency, because he play maybe every games. But Masharipov, for the pass of Masharipov, I think for me is normal to do that. But not only with Masharipov, also with the Bea is the guy is 18 years old, and I try my best to improve him. Uzi is the guys that I try to bring him to do America, because I want him improve. I think is normal because we are in the national team, not in the team, that I need to care about everyone, and this is something that, and also with the camp in Dubai and these 3 weeks make me to prepare the future, because someone say, why take this and why take another one, but my idea was to show we working for the September, for October. And I saw many good players, young players, that in September they will be ready. And I know maybe someone I don't want to do the names, but maybe don't play too much in the leagues, but I see something different. I see the quality. I see how they play. And I need to think about also the future. So my job is to try to open the national team to everyone. My idea is to try to give to the hope to everyone, but of course, the list will be only 23 plus 3.
How is the process of analyzing your upcoming opponents going? What can we expect from them? And what can we offer against them?
Different, okay, I don't speak about friendly game, Canada and Netherlands. I will speak about Colombia, Portugal, and Congo. The good things, 3 teams with same systems, 4-2-3-1. Maybe we can make some rotation, but in the end will be same system. South American style. Tactically maybe more open, but very aggressive, very physically, and very strong players. European team, Portugal, more technical, more enjoy the game. You cannot make mistakes, because half a mistake they can score 3 goals. So will be of course Portugal. I think is one of the candidates can win the World Cup, and Congo very physical game, very strong players, running too much, fighting too much, different style, but the same difficult things.
Just recently, you announced a 30-man squad for the World Cup. Some teams are already announcing 26-man squads. Could you explain why you decided to keep additional players in the squad?
We decided to bring 30 players because what I said about we have some player like Masharipov that is still not in the best condition, even if we have 1 month. It's not only him, but maybe something more. We have the Iranian players that since 2 months they play only this kind of training. During these 3 weeks they stop for some problems. So I try to explain to the federation maybe it's better we bring someone more in case something happen, and we have the guys with us. But also we did in the Italian national team. It's normal like that because something can happen and we can replace these players.
You've been quite open with the media, which is great to see. However, before a World Cup, media attention and pressure naturally increase. In particular, your player selections are bound to spark debates, since everyone has their own opinion about football. How do you usually react to such pressure?
No, because of course everyone has some favorite players. In Italy, we have 65 million people, and we have 65 million coaches. And I don't know here is the same, but it's not the same, maybe with not the same amount, but also we have a lot of supporters. And everyone, of course, like someone, another one, but I need to build a team. And I need to go to make different players. I need to go to give the competition between them. I need to try to improve these teams. How? We need how they perform during these 3 weeks, how they training, what they show me we speak about Jazurbeck, we speak about Aziz. He came just the first time with me these 3 weeks, and that was a surprise. I saw him during the games, but it's different when you performance in your team and when you performance in the national team with the same guys on your level. And I say why we know carry on with this thing until the last day, and we will decide. But of course, everyone has different opinion, different things. But I'm the coach, and I need to try to build the teams I like. To the teams I like to, in every situation I can move. Of course, someone stay at home, and I was in really difficult situation, to be honest, because since they arrived, everyone show me everything. And for Rasul, Nodir, even Ibran, that he get some injury, he showed me, I want to be here. And this is, for me, is amazing because, is okay, we go to the World Cup, but what they showed me was unbelievable. And I was in really difficult situation. And also, like, I call someone that I can move in a different position. The list is not we need to think of another week. We will see. We hope we don't have injury, and after when we finish the game against Canada, we will give the final list.
Of course, I understand that you probably won't want to answer this directly, but I still have to ask. In the friendly match, we saw that our team mostly played with high pressing and very intensive football. We even managed to beat the Egypt national team while clearly dominating the game. Now, at the World Cup, we are looking at two opponents who are ranked much higher and are among the world's top 20 teams. Will we adapt our style to their game, or will we approach those matches as the underdog and play as the second team?
No, but I can answer every question, don't worry. Of course, the idea should be always the same. But I cannot ask my team to running 90 minutes, I leave it. What we try to teach them is to running in the right way in the different moment of the games. I can show you the difference because is during the throw-in, Paris Saint-Germain understood, because it's not only Paris Saint-Germain, but I explain Paris Saint-Germain because is the top team. During the throw-in, if you let them to play in some situation, you can make very high pressure. And I think the same, but since I was a football player, I try to explain my teams. And since we are here, this after every throw-in, we make very good high pressure. But we prepare that during the training, not because I say something, but it's something that you need to explain them when, because also the football is only space and time. So if we are in the one same situation, we can have high pressure. Even with Portugal, with Colombia, we try to do our best like that. Of course, with some kind of players, maybe you cannot, like what we did with Egypt, was not high pressure, was the middle pressure. But in the last 20 minutes with Egypt was low pressure. So, I mean, even if we are in low position, in middle position or high position, we must always have the same attitude. I think football is very easy sometimes. It's important the players trust you.
The last question. We have qualified for the World Cup for the first time. Right now, our players probably still can't fully imagine the emotions of being there. As someone who has experienced the World Cup personally, what can you say about that unique atmosphere? Or is it perhaps somewhat exaggerated?
No, it's not exaggerated. The World Cup is the best feeling it can give to you in your football career. World Cup, you go to face to the best players in the world. World Cup is everyone is enjoy since we starting until the last day. Everyone around the world is excited to watching the games, and I think my players will be really enjoy. I hope my player will feeling these different things, because they will remember for all the life this feeling. Will be tough, because even when I was 24 years old, I played my first game in the World Cup. Was difficult for me. Of course, the difference between the first and the last one was completely different. But I saw during these 4 World Cups, I saw many good top players. The first game, be afraid. I don't tell you the names, but the feeling is amazing. The feeling is the best.
Thank you very much for this wonderful conversation. We wish our national team, you personally, and all of us the best of luck at the World Cup.
Thank you to you. We try our best. I hope we will make all Uzbekistan people around the world very proud of us, because we will try to give everything. We will try to prepare them for the best way we can do. And, football, you never know. We never know. What I said to the president, maybe the translation was not perfect. Also in Italy, before the World Cup, you go to the president of country. But in my life, I was lucky in one World Cup, because I've been twice. So when we left the country and when we won the World Cup. I mean, I don't know if we can win the World Cup, but maybe if we go forward, the idea to go to our president will be very good motivation for our players.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Keep following Central Sector. The most exciting part is still ahead.
Bu Eshmat, uning 2 orzusi bor edi. Birinchisi, O'zbekiston terma jamoasining jahon chempionatiga chiqishi. Lekin tracker minish hali ham uning armoni. Bu armonni esa Davr Bank amalga oshirishi mumkin. Endilikda Davr Bank orqali Onyx, Tracker, Damas va Labo avtomobillarini foizsiz va peniyasiz 60 oygacha bo'lib to'lashga xarid qilishingiz mumkin. Hoziroq 1284 raqamiga qo'ng'iroq qiling va batafsil ma'lumot oling. Davr Bank, vaqt bilan sinalgan ishonch.